All right, everyone. We are back in the saddle again, and it is set number 2 of the Class C Ladies State Volleyball Championship between the visiting Lady Machias Bulldogs and the home team, Lady Washington Academy Raiders. WA took set number 1, and they come out in set number 2 and are setting the tone once again with the first point breaking the ice. The server's number 3 is Isabel Cates. Ball goes over the net. 12 keeps it alive. 3 keeps the volley going. 12 puts it over. Chloe Dinsmore hits it. Cates hits it. Schwinn with an aggressive style spike. Just a little bit long. We're all tied up 1-1. Lady Bulldogs serve. Beautiful serve by number 2 of the Lady Bulldogs. I apologize. I do not have a roster sheet in front of me. I just happen to be a teacher here at WA, and the sign is aligned with all the girls' pitches and numbers, so it's kind of easy to know who is who for the Lady Raiders. Great contest going on. Schwinn again with a beautiful return. We had like a 5 to 6 hit volley. Taylor, beautiful placement with the small hit. Takes advantage of hitting into a zone on that return when no one is able to return that ball at all. Lady Raiders up 2-1 in set number 2. Schwinn with the serve. Cates keeps it alive. Vos, the libero, keeps it alive. Schwinn puts it back over. Dinsmore, aggressive. Just a little long. 2-2. I have a feeling this is going to be a dog fight, no pun intended. Like I said, I believe these Lady Bulldogs of Machias are pumped up and ready for this game. What a way it would be to put a feather in their cap, proverbially, to come away with an upset in the making. Not only is there an undefeated streak, but we're in the playoffs here. You lose and you go home. Schwinn with an aggressive hit once again. It's just a little bit long. The WA girls are getting to these the balls hit. It just seems that the return is just a little too long on the and maybe taking a little aggression off could be the key. But like I said, I'm just the announcer. I'm not the person playing the game. Sarah Moulton keeps that alive for WA. Machias return. Just a bit out of Cates' reach. Machias, like I said, they are keeping this a tight contest, and they are up right now 5-3. Schwinn keeps it alive. Dinsmore with the beautiful spike. Ball goes over the net, and the return goes out of bounds. So the point goes to WA. And we have a 5-4 contest. Number 18, Yamor Balabasu gets the serve. We're all knotted up at fives here in the second set of the Class C Ladies Volleyball State Championship semifinal game. 12 keeps it alive. 2 puts it over for Machias. Isabel Cates. Crossman You just don't know sometimes when a person jumps up aggressively and then just gives it a little love tap over into a zone where there's just nobody there. 6-5. Lady Raiders up. Once again, we're all tied up at 8s. Dinsmore with an aggressive return. Crossman. She's a tall girl. She just gets her hands up there and she impedes the ball. Crossman keeps it alive. Cates puts it over the net. Return by Machias. That was some great volleyball action. That was beautiful right there. Beautiful textbook volleyball volleying. No pun intended, but the volley to the volleyball. And these girls, that was some great action right there. Either way you slice that pie. 7-6, WA up. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about that net. Crossman, it stays in bounds. What I'll call that, I call that the aggressive hit. That was a beautiful aggressive hit. Dinsmore serving. Balabasu keeps it alive. WA taking a 4-point lead right now. Timeout is called. And then they get a 1-minute timeout. It's good to get your bearings. Stop the momentum, so to speak. See it a lot happen in basketball. It's the first time I've really had to call a volleyball game, so I'm gathering that it's, the same type of formula. You have a lead, the other team comes back, and the momentum, so to speak, could shift. So let's just slow it down, and everybody gains their composure. Just under 15 seconds left on the timeout. (10-6) is the score. Set number 2 in this Class C Ladies Volleyball State Championship semifinal game between the Machias High School Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Raiders of Washington Academy. Dinsmore with the serve. We're back in action. Machias returns the ball. Schwinn with an aggressive hit. Kept in by Machias. Returned once again by Crossman of the WA Raiders. And the ball placement was great. Low on the return. And the Machias Lady Bulldogs were not able to return that. That's a beautiful, beautiful return right there. Dinsmore. 3 with the setup. Balabasiu. Yeah, more. Ooh. That's where they have a good advantage, WA, with the tall person, the centerman, or the center lady in the middle of the net, and she's there to wreak havoc. Serve was great by Dinsmore. The return was hit long by Machias. WA up 13-6. Off the light, it stays in play. Little confusion, but still it's returned. Volleys continued to WA. And that pesky net comes into play so often. (14-6). 15-6. Dinsmore right now with the hot hands on the serve in front. Ooh, just as I spoke, the net awoke. Serve goes back to Machias, 15-7. It's a tight game. Oh, the ball visits the heating duct system, and what a great effort by number 3 of Machias. She still plays the ball, and that thing went 2 rows deep here. That was Derek Jeter-esque, 1999. One with the nice return. Dinsmore keeps it alive. Schwinn. Sarah Moulton comes in for Yamor. Isabel Cates with a nice serve. Places it right in the middle. Ball is returned by Machias. Kate Taylor with the nice return after the return. Dinsmore keeps it alive. Cates pops it up in the air. Schwinn with a beautiful return hit. Machias keeps the volley going, but the ball goes off the net. Point goes to WA, 18-8. Isabel Cates with the serve. Isabel Cates. Schwinn with an aggressive hit that just could not be returned. It was touched off the hit. It was deflected out of bounds. Looking at 19-8 right now. Kate Taylor with a beautiful spike over the net. Vos keeps it alive. Isabel Cates, Dinsmore with the spike. It's returned by Machias. On the return, it goes out of bounds. 21-8. WA, the Lady Raiders are up in set number 2 in this Class C Ladies Volleyball State Championship Tournament, the semifinal matchup. Ball stays inbounds. Serve and point goes over to the Lady Bulldogs. Serve is put over, as you can see. WA was able to get their hands on the serve, but just couldn't volley it back over. Point goes to the Lady Bulldogs of Machias. 21-10 is the score. Off the light, which is in play. Little confusion always goes on when the objects that are hanging from the ceiling do come into play. On both sides, there's a little confusion. 22-10. Schwinn puts it right where no one was. The return could not be made. Schwinn puts the serve off the net. Possession goes back over to the Lady Bulldogs. 23-11 is the score. Set number 2. Schwinn keeps it alive. Kate Taylor puts it back over the net into the Machias zone. Vos keeps it up. Kate's. Dinsmore and Schwinn both one up in the air. Very hard to tell on that double fake spike on who was really going to return that ball. Point, set, and match right now, 24-11. One more point will take set number 2. And there we go. WA is up 2-0.